Sandwiched between Mazeroski Way and the Roberto Clemente Bridge, welcome to PNC Park. Saturday afternoon action on the show. It's the San Diego Padres. Just about set to go, and starting this one, Johan Oviedo. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract.
There's a swing and a drive. And in one hops the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Bogarts now. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
And it's strike 2.
No ball.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the second game of the series. On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first.
Out.
1 out in the top of the first. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Luis Arraez stands in. Out to center. Cruz sizes this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Yeah.
Next offering in there for a strike. Going to count 1-2. In the air, left field. Reynolds gets under it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Cruz went deep in his most recent game.
No ball. 1 strike. No.
No, Boog, I know it's obvious, but you just can't miss Cruz when he's on the field. I've never seen a player like him. I mean, he's 6'7", weighs 220 pounds, and is the tallest shortstop in the history of Major League Baseball.
That clips a corner. And Kenny Jansen punches him out. That's a strikeout. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. That pitch clips the outside corner. And it's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. And that one is in the dirt. And that's ball 1. And there's a ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 1 out, base is empty. That one misses, and that's ball 3. Popped up. Cronenworth squeezes it, and there's 2 down. Ryan Reynolds here. Check swing, called strike. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. He goes down looking. And we're back. Here's Manny Machado. Oviedo back to work. Machado, a former Gold Glove winner, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now a chance for Brendan Donovan. That one fouled off. And now it's even up. Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Hauls it in on the warning track. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Swinging a foul straight back. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Swing and a miss. And the runner stays where he is. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. Late with the swing there.
No ball.
Two
One
gone,
strike.
but the go-ahead run is at first. Here at the top of the second. Inside.
1-1.
And that's ball one. Outside. The pitch. Third out. Padres leave one. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Here's Joey Bart now. Strike one.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Andrew McCutchen, the next to hit, takes outside. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. McCutchen matched a homer in his last game. Outside low, 2-1. Next offering is fouled back.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Full count.
0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Three and two. The pitch is outside, and ball four. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Here's Tommy Pham. Hitless yesterday as they only pushed across 1 run. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And there's 2 down. Here's Adam Frazier. That clips the corner.
0-1.
McCutchen, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is fouled back. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. No runs. On to the 3rd inning. At the plate, Gabriel Moreno. In the air, left side. Reynolds trying to get there. Makes the grab, 1 down. So the San Diego batting order turns over. And now Jackson Merrill. And a foul ball. That one ripped. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And here is Xander Bogaerts. Left field, Reynolds on the move, nabs it. Runner tags at 2nd. Thought about 3rd there, but throws on the brakes. 2 away now. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Line drive. Connor Falefa throws to first in time. And that is set for the bottom of the 3rd. Leading off, Ke'Bryan Hayes. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. Gets the outside corner with that one.
0-2.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That one's
1-2.
upstairs, ball one.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look
Ball.
up. Now go back exactly where you
2
want to go.
balls, 2 strikes.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So up next, Jared Triolo. This to third, makes a sliding stop, gathers and throws, and very nicely done for the out. Back to the top of the lineup, O'Neal Cruz will hit next. First
Ball
pitch
one.
doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strikes.
And that one inside and it hit him. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa getting ready to hit. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
No ball, 1 strike.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. So no. Back here in Pittsburgh, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Fernando Tatis Jr. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Ball 2.
Next offering upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. His 7th home run of the season, and the Padres take the lead. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Certainly worthy of another look to find out the distance of that home run via StatCast. 470 feet. Singy, say it with me. Wow.
Yeah, he got every stitch on that baseball, and you don't see many homers go as far as that one just did. I'm sure it's already spread like wildfire on the internet, man. These kind of home runs don't go unnoticed.
Machado stands in now and watches strike one. On the ground to the left, and foul ball.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And Machado able to spoil that pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball.
Hola, ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué tal? Gracias por pasarte.
But that's a good approach, paying off.
Brendan Donovan now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. And a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Ball outside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
2-1 now. And that is out of play. Base hit center field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 2-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Yeah, that's fouled off. Donovan on second. Ozuna on at first with nobody out. Squirts away a little bit.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Carmen Mlodzinski getting loose out there. Wentz warming up as well. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Up the middle. Connor Falefa. Over to Frazier. Over to first. Safe. Gabriel Moreno, the next up for the Padres. Fly to left his first time. Fought off foul. First and third, one down. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Cronenworth up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position. Fouled off. He was late.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
2 outs. Little chopper rolls foul. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And that misses. Ball 1.
You know, these Pirates, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Bart in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. That one finds the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
2-1.
The Pirates yet to pick up a hit here. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And now it's Andrew McCutchen. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Bucks go down quietly. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's Xander Bogaerts. Oviedo back to work. The shortstop takes the ball. Bogaerts, 32 years old, and he was born in Aruba. And it's fouled away. That one down the line. Hayes to first. Out. One away here in the 5th. Here comes Luis Arraez to the plate. If you're looking for contact, this is your guy.
Yeah, and if you're looking for batting titles, he's also your guy. Arraez is the first player in MLB history to win 3 straight with 3 different teams. The Twins, Marlins, and the Padres. Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Cruz moving under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting.
Here comes Manny Machado. He's 2 for 2. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. He swings and fouls one off.
One, two.
In the dirt. Arraez off of first with 2 away. Swung on, belted. That's back. That one is gone. He'll circle the bases, and they add a pair. It's 4-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Joey Wentz.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
2 down, nobody on. Ripped on a line. And that's the 3rd out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, Tommy Pham. Just missed.
You know, these Pirates just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Now it's the second baseman, Adam Frazier. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Outside low, 3-1. Draws the walk there.
First base.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Hayes in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 1-1.
One strike.
Ground ball could be 2. Quickly to second for 1. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. He's through 5. And we're back. All set for the top of the 6th. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Lifted in the air, out to left. Reynolds gets under it. And it's caught for the out. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 2 in this one. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Caleb Ferguson loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Majinski also throwing late on that fastball.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
That one missed.
1-2.
That misses.
2-2.
And that's ball 2. In the air, left field, down the line, and it looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, not going to get him. He's in there.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
1 out, runner at second. Moreno digs in now. Right through there for a strike. 1 out, and a runner at second, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. It's going to fall for a hit. Cronenworth comes around and scores. And it's an RBI single. It's 5-0. So the batting order turns over. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Corrals it. That's out number 2. And here comes Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a foul out of play. Moreno leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. The shortstop takes the ball. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
This to center field, and it falls. And now 2 aboard.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Slap the other way, foul. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Good job at damage control right there. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and the lead is now back here at PNC Park. Well, we go bottom 6, and here is Jared Triolo. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
And another ball. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's into the gap. Now he'll turn for second. And it's a leadoff double for their first hit of the game.
And just like that, the no-hitter is over. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. Got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
Runner at second, nobody out.
Ball.
The next offering misses. And now
2-0.
2-0.
Ball 3.
There's the strike. And that one pulled foul. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And that one is lifted in the air. 1 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And first offering is fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball. Fly ball to right. And there's 2 away. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Brian Reynolds. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
1-0.
Triolo stands at second with 2 gone. That missed by a lot. 2-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Hit in the air, center field. Merrill under it. Makes the grab, and the inning is over. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Carmen Majinski. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Foul ball there. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. Late on that fastball.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Manny Machado up to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. There's a swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
That one not close, and the count is 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves, knowing that they can miss the bat.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the...
Now pitching for San Diego.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th, Kevin Kelly.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Flares it into the outfield. Makes the grab, 1 away. Here's McCutcheon. He is struck out, and he is walked. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Kelly is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 out. 2 outs, base is empty. Tommy Pham will hit next. That one outside, and that's ball 1. That one fouled off. 2 outs. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Next pitch is outside.
2 balls. 2
Two outs, base is empty. On the ground to third. Machado throws to first in time. And the Pirates go. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. David Bednar.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Ozuna stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And that one hammered. Going back on this one. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. And that one fouled off. Bednar, in his 5th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he occasionally uses a curve. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Caleb Ferguson loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Holderman getting cranked up as well. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. That takes care of Cronenworth. Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. And he grounds one to the right side. Frazier on to first in time. Out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. Kelly back to work. Swinging a ground ball. Gloves it on the dive. No play. That's an infield single.
The effort from both players involved in this play just really stands out to me. I mean, you got the diving stop at short, which was outstanding, and how can you not love the hustle flying down the line? That's just great baseball at an extremely high level.
There's a strike.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Frazier on at first. Nobody out. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-2. And there's a ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, this could be the start of something. They haven't found a way to score yet, but now's their chance to change that.
First and second, no outs. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Here's a high chopper. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base, regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Cruz in the box now. Takes strike 1. Ball 1 there. Bases juiced. No outs. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Now it's the shortstop, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Turned on, but foul wide of third. 1 out, bases full. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Oh, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box. If they don't pick up at least 1 run here, this will be a very disappointing inning. When you load the bases with nobody out.
And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw. Save. It was never going to be easy after the missed play. 2 outs. Bases full. This is Joey Bart. Outside low. And that is ball 1. Bases loaded. 2 down. Swinging a foul straight back. The next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And downstairs. 2 outs. Bases are full. In the air, right field. Tatis really on his horse for it. Reaches for it, but it's foul. Manager out of the...
Pitching for San Diego. Number 75.
Ball 4. He's walked in a run.
No, not what they were looking for from him out of the pen. That'll drive a manager crazy. He wants guys to come in and attack the strike zone.
McCutchen in the box now. Takes strike 1. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Kutch goes down via the K. 2 runs in the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Caleb Ferguson.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
And a foul ball. That one pushed foul. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. And that's off the outside edge. 1-0. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. Stays alive. Popped up. Connor Falefa brings it in, and there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Next for the Padres, Luis Arraez.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swings through that one.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That one off the mark, and 1-1. Just missed.
Ball 2.
Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that's outside. Fernando Tatis Jr. would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage
Ball
here.
4.
That's
Take
a
your
walk.
base.
Went with the cutter again, but couldn't find the zone. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Now batting, third baseman, Manny Machado.
And now it's Manny Machado. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here. Hit hard, base hit. Coming home.
He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 4. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Here's the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. And a swing and a miss there.
Oh.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Padres, Elliot Ramos, looking for a big hit with 2 out runners at first and second. And ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Cruz pulls it down, and that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI. It's now 6-2. You're watching Padres baseball on the show, San Diego. Pham stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And a big swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strikes.
That's off the mark. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
And that's outside. And he hits a ground ball right side. Slings to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
Now batting.
Now it's the second baseman, Adam Frazier. Just missed. Suarez, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Fastball for a strike. The Padres leading by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9.
Ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Bogarts puts it away for the out. 2 away now.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him. That's the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes
Welcome, everyone, to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania and gorgeous PNC Park. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, just about set to go. And pitching here today, Andrew Heaney. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4. But this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Urias makes the catch, and there's one gone. So digging in, Jackson Merrill. Tap foul at the plate. Comes up empty.
0-2.
Slider misses outside. 1 out, bases empty. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. Luis Ariz stands in. There's the strike.
Ooh, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
That one ripped, but foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Missed with a changeup, and a count 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. Padres go down 1-2. We go to the bottom of the first. Here's O'Neal Cruz. That's hard hit on the line. Reaching down and makes the grab. Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And that's in the dirt. That one missed.
2-0.
In the air, center field. Merrill under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Spencer Horwitz in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Fastball for a strike. On the ground. And that chance handled. Throws to first. That's out number 3. Down in order go the Pirates. We played it. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr.
Right fielder, Fernando Tatis
With Tatis
Jr.
at the plate, we're looking at a player that is never going to be considered boring. He's an electric player that manages to make plays most players wouldn't consider trying. And he plays the game his own way. It's a big reason why he's considered such a fan favorite.
Tatis with a homer in his last game. Tatis waits. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Frazier drops into the glove, and a quick out number 1. Now Machado up here, coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game. And first offering is fouled off. Second inning here, no score. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. On its way. Out of here. A home run off the foul pole. Manny Machado leaves the yard. The Padres score first. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. No, this thing was hooking down the line the entire way. We knew it was going to be close, and bang, right off the left field pole. That was a pretty swing, and he found a way to keep his hands inside just enough to keep it fair.
Swing and a foul straight back. Shoots a line drive single into right center. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
And that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Ramos at first, 1 gone. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click.
Gonzalez to first in time. Back here in Pittsburgh, and here's the catcher, Joey Bart. Right down to shoot. It's 0-1.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Here comes a pitch. That one the other way, and out number 1 on the grab. Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. And that is out of play. McCutchen goes 5 feet 11 inches, hitting 5th in today's lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. That one catches the corner for a strike. Next offering upstairs.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Tatis under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Ramon Urias, the next Pirate to hit. That's a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Fought off foul. Line drive. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Man on second, 2 down. That misses the zone. Now 1-2. And that one upstairs.
2-2.
That to right. That is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Padres 2 and the Pirates nothing. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Xander Bogaerts.
Heaney back to work. Into center. That one gets down for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter. But when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Stepping in, Jackson Merrill. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Not in time. He's safe.
Now batting.
First and second, no outs. And now the first baseman, Luis Arias. He's 0 for 1. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
It's 0-1.
First and second, no outs. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Out there to center. And there's a hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
That one down the line and foul ball.
You need a strikeout and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
That misses off the outside edge.
Ball.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the wall. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
And the Pirates manager, Bailey Falter, takes over on the mound.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
And that one fouled off.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. On to Gonzalez for 1. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
And first offering is fouled off. Arise at third with 2 away. Strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. That one lifted to left. Ramos makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's Adam Frazier. 2 for 6 so far in the series. And that drops in for a strike. One down, base is empty. And that's
Nope,
downstairs
ball.
and outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Outside.
2-2.
All right, so in this at bat, he's seen a couple of off-speed pitches, now back-to-back fastballs. In this count, you definitely got to stay back. Make sure you don't get out in front and be prepared to shorten up and hit the ball the other way.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. Just
No, ball.
missed. And another
That's a
ball.
ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And that one wrapped foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Two down, nobody on. On the ground to third. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. Fly to center his first time.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
In the dirt, but kept close. The 1-0. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 outs. Runner takes off, and there's a foul ball. Hit on the ground to short. Bogarts handles the chance. Zips it across. That ends the inning. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. And we're back. Start of the 4th. So digging in now for San Diego, Elliot Ramos. Hit hard on the ground to short. Kiner-Falefa throws to first in time. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Gabriel Moreno. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Way
1-1.
inside. And it's fouled away. Liner, base hit. And that turns the lineup over. It's Xander Bogaerts now. 1 for 2. And that one
Outside,
just
ball.
missed off the outside edge. Next offering is fouled back. Moreno off of first with 2 away. And it stays fair. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Big moment in this
One strike.
game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw. Third out, and that ends the frame. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. On now to the bottom of the 4th. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Spencer Horwitz. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
You know, these Pirates, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That one gets down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. This is Joey Bart. 0 for 1 so far. Outside low, ball 1.
1-0.
And there's a ball.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. 2 runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
No outs, runners at first and second. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That misses the zone. The count now 2-2. On the ground, could be 2. Oh, what a flip for 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. First pitch swinging, falter in his 4th year, 27 years old, and he was a 5th round pick back in 2015. Handles, throws to first, 1 up, 1 down, and the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge.
No, that's
and that's
out.
one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Line drive, base hit, fair ball down the third baseline.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Falter checks over to first, and he's back. Here's Machado. That's in there. 0-1. Runner on the go. Next offering is fouled back. Tatis, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning.
Ball.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand. Probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Jose Iglesias gets a chance to hit now. And that's too high. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
Next pitch is outside.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Base hit, 1 run is in. Here comes Machado around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's 6-0.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Breaking ball was in a decent spot down and in, but he did a really nice job getting to it before it tied him up.
1 down. Stepping in for San Diego, Elliot Ramos. First pitch doesn't find the zone. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1-1.
Still only one out here in the inning. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Frazier. And makes the grab. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Ozuna in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
The Padres up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. Pitch misses,
2-1.
and it's 2-1. And strike 2.
2-2.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chase the fastball up. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Tommy Pham.
And that finds the mark on the outside corner. And it's 0-1.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try.
Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And it bangs off the foul pole. Home run.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Machado throws to first in time. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Frazier, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Merrill moving under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. At the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
And another
Outside.
ball.
That's a ball.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. Base knock center field. Man at first, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, the next Pirate to hit.
Ball outside.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Cruz, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Swing and a ball popped up. Iglesias in position. He's got it. And that ends the inning. Cannonball coming. And this is now a 6. Top 6. So digging in now for San Diego, Gabriel Moreno. Falter back to work. Line drive caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right.
That one is absolutely belted. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Around first and hustling for second. And it's a double, making him 3 for 4 on the day.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Next to hit, Jackson Merrill. Move to second. Bogaerts dives back. Up and in, and that's ball one. Right through there for a strike.
1-2.
Wild pitch. Catcher gets a piece. He's in there. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third. On the ground right side, Gonzalez in plenty of time to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Now pitching
On the
for
mound now,
Pirates.
Joey Wentz.
And
Number
with the big
34.
deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get it.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
And another ball.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
And now, Joey Bart. Just missed.
Ball.
Next pitch is outside.
Ball.
And misses inside. Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering is in for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Merrill hauls it in, and there's one away. Now it's the right fielder, Andrew McCutchen. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. This one could be trouble. Lead runner touches second, heading for third. Coming home. He will score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
That one's upstairs, ball one.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
One away with a runner at third here in the bottom of the sixth.
Yeah.
Check swing, but he went too far.
2-2's the count.
And now 2-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
Fly ball down the line. Tatis after it. And that's the inning. The Bucks score on this triple. It's now a 7. Back here in Pittsburgh, and now the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. Line drive. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Here's Manny Machado now. He's already homered in this game. Swings here and blasts one left field. And that one hops the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
This to third, and that's a fair ball. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out. 2 on, 1 out. Here's Elliot Ramos. And this one bounces away from Bart.
Got to take advantage of this opportunity now because of the wild pitch. They've got 2 runners in scoring position. Good time for the hitter to lock in, put the ball in play hard somewhere.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe as a run scores.
Well done. Drives in the run. Breaking ball down and in. Did a nice job at just catching out in front. I like that he didn't spin off the ball by opening up that front hip too early.
That one fouled off. Swing and a foul out of play. Iglesias over at second. Ramos over at first with one away. Got him. 2 gone now.
Now this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. And that is that.
Now pitching for San Diego.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Edwin Uceta.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And it gets down for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And there's one down. So a man aboard. Now at the plate, O'Neal Cruz. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1. Ball one there.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get him.
Slides, but he can't come up with it. Gonzalez rounds second, heads for third. The tag. See. 2 on with 1 out. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. 2 on, 1 out.
No, that missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And that's a strikeout looking. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone. Up next for the Pirates, Spencer Horwitz. And that drops in for a strike. Next one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Next pitch is outside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That misses. 3-1.
3-1.
Lifted in the air down the left side. Base hit and a run in to score. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup hitter, Joey Bart. First pitch misses. And another ball. Cruz, the lead runner, out at second. Horwitz at first. 2 out of the inning. That one fouled off. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But the RBI single pushes across a run.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Colin Holderman.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
He swings and fouls one off. Ground ball right side. Tosses to first. Bogart's retired.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it drops in. And the Padres have a man aboard with one out. Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. Runner on the go. In the air to left, down the line. And that drops foul. Lifted in the air, right center field. And he'll play it on a bounce. Throw into third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Now batting.
Runners at the corners here. One away.
Jr.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. High fly ball out towards left field. That one's back. Out of here. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 11-3.
Tatis is a superstar in baseball, and that swing of his is a big reason why. He's electric with the bat in his hands. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring.
Now pitching.
Base is empty, one away. Next for the Padres, Manny Machado. He's already homered here in this one. Swing. And misses. And that's strike one. Bednar, in his 5th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he occasionally uses a curve. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses. Going to count 1 and 2. Fastball is outside.
Ball.
Already 3 runs across in the frame, and we're in the top of the 8th. One down, base is empty. Outside low, and it's a full count.
Full count.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Hopefully he figures it out on the mound because they're running out of arms in that bullpen.
Man at first with 1 gone. And the batter now, Jose Iglesias. Swinging a foul straight back. Ground ball left side, could be 2. On to Gonzalez for 1. Throw to first, safe. Elliot Ramos, the next up for the Padres. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. He swings and hits a fly ball center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Runner puts on the brakes at second, So it's first and second with 2 out. Here's Marcelo Zuna. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. 1 run across. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play. And it's 13-3. So 2 down. Gabriel Moreno, the next to hit. That one off the bad part of the bat. Just a lazy fly ball. McCutchen makes the catch. And that'll do it. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber.
Strike 2.
Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
2 and 2.
Whoa.
I'd ask these guys, you're making millions.
Here comes the manager.
Pitching for San Diego. Number 40.
That's outside. 3 and 2 now. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Fouled off again. And it remains 3 and 2. Scale of 1 to 10. How good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Iglesias fires over to first. 1 gone in the bottom of the 8th. Urias in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair.
Now batting.
He had a pretty big melon, bro. And
Big dome.
it took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. On the ground, right side. Spin throw, that's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. And the first offering is not close. That one missed. Pham off of first with 2 away. Right through there for a strike. Struck him out looking. We go to the 9th. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. Bednar back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Now a pop-up on the infield. Urias makes the grab, 1 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Jackson Merrill. That's to third. Tosses across to first. And a couple of quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. Luis Arias now at the plate. And a swing and a miss. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. And he lays down a bunt. Urias to first. And that is that. Last chance for the home team. Now the left fielder, Adam Frazier. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. Fastball for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And they'll do it again. Fastball is outside. And it remains 2-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at bat to watch.
Over to first. 2 up, 2 down. Connor Falefa stands in here, takes ball 1 low. The Padres up big in this one here in the last half of inning number 9. They're down to their final strike. Adam is just 1 strike away. 2 down, nobody on. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. And they get the out after the ricochet. And that is the ball game.
Oh, you can see this team is feeling it right now. Look at the smiles, look at the high fives. They feel real good about this 3-game series.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the New York Yankees. All right, we'll be back to get this one started. First pitch moments away. Our starter in this one, Carlos Rodon. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. His 9th homer of the year. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
So up next, Jackson Merrill. Foul ball there. The Padres have raced out of the gate to start the season. Next pitch is outside.
Yeah, when a team's winning at this kind of pace, Boog, the vibes are great. I was on 2 different teams that had a .600 winning percentage or better in the first month of the season, and both of them went on to win the division.
And there's a ball.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Luis Arraez stands in. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same time.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. Looking back at the solo blast that led off the game. It's an early 1-0. Bottom of the first. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Cody Bellinger. Outside with a breaking ball. Heel, a former rookie of the year. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. And a foul ball. Heel, with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Next offering is down low.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or 2 of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Check swing, no appeal.
Counts 1-0.
And another ball. And that one fouled off.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Next offering is in for a strike. Jazz goes down on strikes.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Grounds one to short. Bogarts fields it cleanly. Whips it to first. Judge out on the play. And the Yanks go quietly. So the Yanks. Top of the second. Here's Manny Machado to start it off. And that one pulled foul. Machado launched a homer in his most recent game. A changeup missing, and it's 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
In the air to left center, Peraza. He makes the grab, and there's one away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Jose Iglesias stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Line to left, and that's down, a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here's Elliot Ramos. Peraza to second, that's one, and that's two. One hit in the inning. Back at Yankee Stadium, and now the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. First offering misses badly for ball one. Stanton went deep in his most recent game. Heel ready to fire now. Swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Merrill hauls it in, and there's one away. And now it's Elias Diaz. First pitch not close. Diaz goes 6'1", 225 pounds, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Oswaldo Cabrera stands in now and watches strike one. Cabrera with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in. Oh, gets dirty. Over to first. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. First and second, one out. And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Diaz, the lead runner at second. Cabrera at first. One gone. And that'll load the bases. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in. Here comes the throw.
Man, that's a huge 3 RBI double in a spot where they really needed it. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. Got him swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you look back at the pitch sequence on that strikeout, it's pretty interesting. Away, in, away, and then back in.
Arise takes it himself. They limit the damage here, but 3 runs come across in the inning, all on this. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Ripped, but it curls foul.
You know, these Padres, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And that one is lifted in the air. Judge puts it away, and there's 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup. Up now, the Padre leadoff man, Xander Bogaerts. Here's a chopper to short. Throws across the diamond. That ends the frame. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
The second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Heel back to work. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball one. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Just missed.
Outside.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Right through there for a strike.
2-1.
Swing and a miss.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Stanton takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Next offering is in for a strike. Up the middle. Finds its way through, base hit. And that extends the inning. Here's Elias Diaz outside. 1-0. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the third out. Back now in the Bronx, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Jackson Merrill. Swing and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really stayed true on that swing. It wasn't an easy pitch. Lefty on lefty. Pitch was a little down, a little bit away, but he committed to it. And his shoulder stayed square to the plate. Didn't try to pull off that ball at all. And that's why he jumped off the bat.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
Ball that's outside.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Headed down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Strike two. Merrill stands at first with one out. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Here's Manny Machado. Flied out his first time. And ball one. Just missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently.
There goes the runner. There's the ball. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Over to Goldie. Machado is out. And the first pitch
inside.
misses for ball one. Saying 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
And now the count is even.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?"
One ball.
And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
1 out, bases empty. So Goldie strikes out here. Now here's Trent Grisham. Ball one there. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
That's off the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike. And a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That's off the mark, and the count is filled up. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Pitch misses.
1-0.
Ball 1. Iglesias, a former All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in Cuba. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in.
Now batting.
Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. He hit into a double play his first time up. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Betting really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Line drive, base hit right field. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out. So now here's the DH, Ha-Sung Kim. He's 0 for 1. That one missing inside.
Well, Kim is one of those players that it's just hard to take your eyes off of him, and not many players in the 2023 World Baseball Classic had more fun than he did. He hit a grand slam in a win against China, and earlier in the tournament had a 2-homer game. Delivered some special moments for Korea.
On the ground, 2 ball. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Gabriel Moreno getting ready to hit. Flied to right his first time. And that is out of play. Snap throw to first. And he's back in safely. Kim leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Hit in the air, left field. And that is that. Back in the Bronx, and the batter will be the shortstop, Oswald Peraza. Into left center for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Here comes Belly to take his cuts.
0-1.
Left-hand batter waits.
0-1.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
To first, might be 2. Feeds to second, out there. Back to first, and that is a double play. So 2 down now, and here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. First pitch, and he just misses.
Nope. Outside.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
2-2 the count.
To the right side, Iglesias. Inning over.
He's out.
All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And here is Xander Bogaerts. Fought off foul. Rodon ready. Here comes. Little chopper rolls foul.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Out to short. Peraza fires over to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. Swing and a miss as he gets him to chase upstairs.
0-1's the count.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
1-2 now. Hard hit left side. Over to Goldie. And that quickly 2 away. And here's the first baseman, Luis Arraez. Ground ball right side. Sneaks through, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. And that one is inside ball 1. On the ground to third. And the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. Back for more from the Bronx. Bottom of the 6th inning. Aaron Judge at the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. And that's in there at the knees.
0-1.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Next offering is in for a strike. Upstairs.
1 strike.
Judge leads off first with 1 away. Judge on the run. Dunks one into left. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. And now it's going to be Oswaldo Cabrera. Fastball for a strike. Manager at it.
Now pitching for the Padres, number 55, Chris Martin.
Double play ball to second. There's one.
That's an out.
Throw to first, but he beat it. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. A strikeout and a walk. And a foul ball. Runners on first and third, 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That pitch
Ball,
just misses the inside corner. Ball 1. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Leading off for San Diego, the third baseman, number 13,
Rodon back to work.
Machado.
Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Ripped on a line to center. Bellinger makes the grab, one away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. Elliot Ramos, the next up for the Padres. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air, left center field. This one's got a chance. Out of here. He made him pay for that one. His 4th home run of the season. It's 3-2. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming on.
Now pitching
Ha-Sung Kim, the next up for the Padres. 0-2 in this one.
Jonathan Loaizaga.
Just
that ball went out.
missed. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Movement in the bullpen. Tim Hill, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Hamilton getting loose as well. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. To his knee, the throw. It's there, and that's a great play. Set for the last half of the 7th. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. And a strike in there. To the right side. And he handles it himself for the out. Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. In the air, right side. Tatis really on his horse for it. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. 2 away. Here's Cody Bellinger.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
2 out, space is empty. Next pitch is inside. And a count 1-2.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. A swing and a soft liner. And foul ball. This one high in the air to left center. Merrill sizing this one up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ian Hamilton.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Throws to first in time. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Here's Bogarts now. He's already homered in this game. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Now Jackson Merrill.
The center fielder, number 3, Jackson Merrill.
He dives, but he can't make the catch. No throw, and they don't get the out. And now the first baseman, Luis Arias. 1 for 3. That one away inside.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So If he can't do that, keep the line moving for a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
No strike.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Inside. They're now 3-1.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that's the third out. One left for San Diego. Back at Yankee Stadium, ready for the bottom of the eighth. And Estrada, 26 years old, and he was a sixth-round draft pick back in 2017.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Iglesias on to first, and a quick out, number one. It's Aaron Judge now. First pitch misses. Estrada, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Not close with that one, and that's ball three.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it. You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Popped up. Tatis after it. He's got it. 2 down. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, you know, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Liner, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. Check swing, called strike.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And we're back, and on the mound is the closer, Devin Williams.
Coming on for the save here, and something he couldn't get done in his last appearance. So let's see if he can bounce back and lock this thing up.
Tatis swings through it for strike one. And fouled off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Tatis waits. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Here comes Manny Machado. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. And now here is Jose Iglesias. Known for his late inning heroics. Williams over to first. Tatis dives back in. pinch hitter coming on. Jake Cronenworth. Runner on first with one down for him. Oh, that hit him. The throw is still in time, and they do get the out. Last chance for the Padres. So digging in now for San Diego, Elliot Ramos. Trying to deliver as the hero. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Back there. Gone. He doinks it off the foul pole. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they jump in front in the ninth. It's 4-3. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. No, this thing was hooking down the line the entire way. We knew it was going to be close, and bang, right off the left field pole. That was a pretty swing, and he found a way to keep his hands inside just enough to keep it fair.
So 2 down, and next is the designated hitter, Ha-Sung Kim. There's a strike.
Well, on the mound, this is a spot where he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the home run. Forget about now being behind on the scoreboard. Start fresh and get those hitters back up to the plate as quickly as possible.
Makes the catch, and that'll do it. 2 across on this San Diego homer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Bottom 9, Paul Goldschmidt now. That one in the dirt, and it's 1-0. Swing and a foul out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
1-run game, bottom 9. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. And that's outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. On the ground to third. Slings it across, and they get Goldschmidt for the out.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this, positioned perfectly.
Now pitching for the Padres, number 75.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Suarez.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And the tying run is on base here in the bottom of the ninth.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Now here is Oswald Peraza, and there's 2 down. So last chance for the Yankees, and now the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate.
That's just out.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
¡Vamos! Increíble.
All of a sudden, you start to look around up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
4-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set and getting to start. Garrett Cole. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Jackson Merrill leading things off and takes a strike. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
One ball.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. The Padres are looking very strong so far this season. That's towards center. Grisham trying to get there. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One down. Here's Xander Bogaerts.
Yeah, you mentioned how well they played, Boog, and I think it's a sign of things to come. You don't win as frequently as they have by accident.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and he makes the catch. That's out number 2. Luis Arias stands in.
The first baseman, number 4, Luis Arias.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr.
Really bringing some thump at the plate lately. 4 round trippers in the last 5 games.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes. Ball.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the second game of the series. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That's out number 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Arias makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. 1 out, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And now 2-2.
2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's some real power at the plate. Aaron Judge. And the first offering is not close. Just missed.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
3 balls, no strike.
That's in there. And now 3 balls and a strike. Judge comes up empty there.
He just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Sends it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. And we're back. New inning getting started. Stepping in for San Diego, Manny Machado. On the ground to first. He'll do it himself. And quickly 1 away in the second. Now the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll get down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now it's the DH, Ha-Sung Kim. Late on that fastball.
Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. You know, only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts.
Donovan over at first with 1 away. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Rings it in, and that is that. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. And that drops in for a strike. Stanton measures 6 feet 6 inches, 245 pounds, and he's a former home run derby champ.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Struck him out looking. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. On the corner for a strike.
0-1. Ball.
Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
Jason Dominguez, outside. The next to hit, takes ball 1. Pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys nicknamed. Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Cole back to work. Yeah, that's fouled off. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
You know, Bruce, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Got him swinging.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Popped in the air, left field. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
It's Xander Bogaerts now. 0 for 1, popped out foul to the catcher his first time up. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Runner on the move, gets a piece, and stays alive. Merrill at first, one gone. Fastball is outside. Runner on the go again. Called strike 3. Throw to second. Out there. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And the batter now, Oswaldo Cabrera. That one the other way. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the veteran third baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Next offering is in for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Into center and a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Slides his hand in there. See. And it's 1-0.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes. That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Man at first, one away. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And he dodges that fastball. In the air, out towards right center. Merrill makes a move towards the gap. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. And next for New York, Oswald Peraza. That clips the corner. Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. As we go to the top of the 4th. So digging in now for San Diego, Luis Arias. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Next offering is fouled back. 0-2 now. Now one missed.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just to waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that one in the air center field. Grisham. And there's 2 away. And now it's Manny Machado. Grounded out his first time up. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
And a slider misses down and away. And Manny gets a piece. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Bottom of the fourth. Here's a big power threat. Aaron Judge. And the pitch is outside. Ball one. And Judge spoils that one. Judge waits. Just missed.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Judge rips that one. Hauls it in for the out.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Stanton in the box now. No balls and a strike. This ball's chopped on the ground. Bogarts handles the chance. Fires over to first. And they take care of Stanton for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Austin Wells will hit next. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Foul ball. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And here is Jason Dominguez. And first offering is fouled off. And that one clips the corner. Ripped to short. They get the force. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Donovan.
Swinging a foul straight back.
You know, these Padres definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them. Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Fly to left his first time.
Jake Cronenworth.
And that one fouled off. Yo one. And a swing and a miss.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Donovan leads off first with 1 away. High in the air, out to right. Judge getting an angle on it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Luis Campusano. His first at-bat was a strikeout. That one fouled off. tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Dominguez. And that'll do it. Padres lead. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Cronenworth slings to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. Just missed. LeMahieu, multi-time All-Star, 36 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 325 in his last 10 games. And another ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Grisham in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away now. So the lineup flips over. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. And that's down and away.
Nope, outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And there's the strike. To third, and that's just foul.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Goes down looking. So it's no runs. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Jackson Merrill. First offering misses badly for ball 1. On the ground, right side. Dives, but it's off his glove. The throw is late, and they can't get the out. And here comes Xander Bogaerts. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
This one lifted in the air, left field, and there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And that is out of play.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He hauls it in. 2 away. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 2 in this one. Little chopper rolls foul.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 down. Out to short. They take the force out, and that will end the inning. Ryan back to work. Clips the corner. Strike 1.
Tonight his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Swing and a miss at a slider. That just misses, and the count is 1-2. And a good eye there.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Foul ball there.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt a shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Next offering is in for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. On the warning track, and hauls it in. Back here in New York, we go to the top of the 7th. Now Machado up here. He was late there. Strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Jonathan Loaisiga up and throwing. Hamilton also getting ready. Hit on the ground to short. Cabrera. Machado out of the play.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
In the air, left field, Dominguez. They got it for out number 2. Next is the designated hitter, Ha-Sung Kim, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Fouled off left side. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Off the mark there. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in.
Now pitching for the
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jason Adams.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1.
1-1.
And that skips in the dirt. That one misses, and the count is 3-1.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Donovan on his way over, hauls it in for the out. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Left field, way back there. That one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Cabrera lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. That one outside, and the count is 2-0. Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Cabrera off of first with 2 away. Clips the corner, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. The Yanks lead. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Jonathan Loaisiga.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Devin Williams appears to be getting loose. Hamilton also throwing. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a liner. Base hit out into right center field.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top of the eighth. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. This one popped up. Peraza calls it in, 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Now Xander Bogaerts gets a chance to hit. Out to short, Cabrera. They get the force. Third out. On to the bottom of the eighth, digging in, Trent Grisham. Uceta in his third season, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Outside with a breaking ball. Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That one pushed foul. The 1-2. That's down and in.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. He's there. He's got it. And that is the third. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Devin Williams.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Arise, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Rips one to right, down the line, and it's foul. Base hit right field. And the tying run is on base.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Next to hit, Fernando Tatis Jr. This one belted deep left field. On its way. Gone. And now they're out front. It's 2-1. That sound you hear is every writer in the press box smashing the delete button on their keyboards.
Talk about flipping the script, Boog. This story was set up for a different type of finish. Now, who knows how to end? Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Manny Machado up to the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And Manny gets a piece.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Ball one there. Double-barrel action in the bullpen. Mark Leiter Jr. preparing to come on if needed. Cruz getting cranked up as well. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. Another 1-2. And down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out.
Pitching for the
Ian
New
Hamilton
York
will take over here. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Ian Hamilton.
And a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
The batter, number 7.
One gone, runner at first. Now the DH for the Padres. Ha-Sung Kim. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Up the middle, Peraza. Tosses to first, and that is that. And some late inning drama here in the 9th gives them the lead. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And fouled off. And the Padres manager. 1-run game, now bottom 9.
1-1.
Number 75.
And now he's falling behind Judge.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
He flips it to second in time. They get the double play, and just 1 out to go now. So it's their last chance in this one. And up next for New York, Austin. And he grounds one back up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So the tying run reaches with 2 away. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Right through there for a strike.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
0-2 is the count.
Suarez is just 1 strike away in the dirt, and the runner holds. And now it's 1-2. Got him, and that's the ball game.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.
Lo de esta serie está siendo una locura, estos 2 partidos. Ya con esto me despido. Increíble.
I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.